I'm going to be very, very, very honest with you, and I'm going to be very fair about this. I understand that this is going to come off as me defending Tony in this first statement. I am not defending Tony, and I will not be defending Tony this entire video because he's an idiot. I like to just say that Tony's the one that caused this on himself, and then decided to not defend himself, and then get mad that everyone is questioning this entire situation about what type of creep he might be, even though he has refused to really defend himself because he thinks that it's beneath him, even though he started it. This is why I don't like Frog Tony. It's in a microcosm. This is why a lot of people don't like him. It's got nothing to do with his personality. It's the arrogant lack of knowledge of anything. You know what? I'm just gonna play this shit and let's just go. I'm not gonna go into a diatribe. I'm gonna be here all day. So, anyways,
beautiful penises on the daily for money.
Now again, so it doesn't matter, right?
I don't know. I gotta see the context of the conversation. Let's see the message.
all right. So context. The unsolicited penis post was not so unsolicited. It wasn't. Clearly, Dalish is a fucking. Actually, it's not even Dalish. Why do we say Dalish? It's clearly Dalish. Is there a name this bitch goes by so I don't have to call her this? We'll just call her Ostrich Chick because she looks like a fucking ostrich. I don't care. Fuck her, man. She's trash. And she sees this. I want her to know you are literal white trash. That's what you will be. I don't want nothing. I would never want nothing to do with you. I'm glad I got nothing to do with this circle. It's one of the blessings of my life that I'm not involved with anything tied to Dick Masterson. I think it's a win. If you're not tied to Dick Masterson, come up and just take a W, dog. Straight W, right? Straight WW. Good things will come to you, I hope. But I'm watching this shit, and this dumb bitch, literally is. And by the way, this is all spurned on by Tony, which makes this funnier to me. That Tony actually is the one that caused these leaks because Tony's the one that went on an entire rant about her in the first place. You also try to talk all that shit about Katie did. So it's like, at the end of the day, man, you have to be prepared to defend yourself if you're going to throw stones at others. And the fact that Tony thinks it's like, it's not worth it, it just shows you, it's just arrogant thinking. It is arrogance. And the problem is, no matter what type of conventional wisdom you could share this dude, he'll always act like he's smarter than the conventional wisdom. And that's why Tony is a frustrating human being. For a lot of people. I just don't like him. I think he's a dick. And I never liked him. I've never liked Tony. Never. Never. The reason he even laughed at me to delete my channel is because I've called him out for being a dick. I don't like this dude. Every time he's on stream, I don't like him. He ruins the stream or he's just annoyingly arrogant. And this is what I'm talking about. So understand why I'm not defending anyone here. But I am saying I am doing like the right thing by at least showing the context because I feel it's unfair as a guy to be labeled a creep when in all honesty, the girl is just as culpable in all this as you are. So let's take a look.
I think the context is, holy fuck, you're huge, hard eyes. Not to brag, but a bit bigger because I'm camera shy. I think you'd break me.
Is this her?
Yeah. No, it's not.
Why is this cut out? Like the other ones, you had her name at the top.
That's just semantics, man. Come on. I think we all can. Now, granted, you could say he doctored this. I don't know why he would, and then not actually post the receipts if he was so interested. The way he's acting, it just seems like he's like, whatever, this is the receipt. And I'm like, okay, I'll believe it at face value because you could argue about the original context that it's all doctored as well and AI'd and shit, because that's what everyone does now. It's so retarded, but yeah.
Why is this cut off?
To get this all to fit in the screenshot? Because then it wouldn't have fit the whole thing? Now you're saying that this isn't a real screenshot, is what I'm saying.
Could it be somebody else?
So now.
Nah, I would even say, okay, show me the full name. Because again, this is important. You have to have your full shit. Granted, it's stupid, but whatever. I'm not going to get into semantics about this. It is what it is. Let's just skip along.
I'm asking you a question.
D? What do you think the D's for?
Don't you have her in your... Okay, maybe you have it. Do you have her in your phone as Dalish or Kelly?
Yeah, Dalish.
Okay.
Well, here's again, you have to be... The screenshots that were leaked also showed you what messages marked to Kelly. So, it is fair to ask that question. But regardless, just keep going with this.
I'm just asking questions, man. Relax.
Okay.
So again, you don't think maybe she lied to everybody?
She could have.
She's like a snake.
I agree. I think she did lie. No, I'm actually going to be on the side of she did lie, but that doesn't make you look good. The problem with Tony is, like, yeah, she lied, but Tony, that doesn't. The lie is that is that she made you out to be a creep that was sending us harassing her with unsolicited, which isn't true. Because none of this, and that's the other thing that bothered me. I'm like, at no point did she just block you, and I'm just like, if she was so intent on being done with you, why didn't she just block? And then I felt like, and one of the things I knew just from the context of just watching the one context that was one-sided, I kind of knew that she was stringing him along very easily. And and that's kind of my whole thought process. I was led to believe something else. But the problem I have with this is you sat there and you didn't want to defend yourself at all. You can't really be annoyed at people asking questions about this because, bro, a lot of people were friends with you and they stake their relationship with you and they kind of all feel, a little bit like embarrassed right now because of you. So maybe, I don't know, do that courtesy and do the right thing and just share the receipts, bro. Because here's the thing. You're the one that went off on an entire rant about Dalish. Then this was magically leaked, meaning she leaked this shit and made you look like a fucking pathetic pervert. And now you have multiple live streamers ripping on you. Now you got Mikey No More probably going to make you into a fucking beatdown machine. And let's be real. You're lucky that Kino doesn't think you're worth anything. And they're probably right. But if Mikey covers it and Kino sees this and like Andy Worski says, hey, for like, whoa, buddies, let's go make fun of this shit. Bro, you're kind of going to be in a pickle here, buddy. I don't think I'd want to be in that situation. Granted, you have the receipts, but the damage can be done regardless. And even then, even the receipts with withholding, I still think you're a fucking idiot. And I still think you're a dumbass. And I still believe, no matter what you show for receipts, it doesn't, to me, it's just a dumb idea to get involved with a chick like this, even though everyone under the sun probably told you, hey, that Kelly chick is garbage. Yeah, no shit. I could have told you that. I mean, she's out here fucking around and fucking being connected to Dick Masterson, going to his house. Yeah, she's trash. Let's just be real. Anything that touches Dick Masterson is to be considered trash. I don't care how judgmental that is. It's the truth. And if you got a problem with that, suck my entire balls. I don't give a fuck. Not Kelly. She probably has something else going on. But I was going to say some nasty shit. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be objective and fair, but you have to understand I hate people like this. I hate people like Kelly, and I hate people like Tony. I hate suckers, and I hate liars. So let's go.
Well, I can see why people would think about Cynic off jump. I mean, PJ thinks he's a snake, too. You got to get to know the guy. He's actually a pretty cool dude.
I mean, everyone should think she's a snake. I mean, again, if you're in relation to Dick Masterson, you're probably someone that has a lot of psychological issues. Vito's a piece of shit. Oh, we all know about Vito. Fucking Ethan Ralph. Like, we all know about Ethan Ralph. Mint has had issues and has done some unreputable shit. Now, granted, is that all because of what Riley's influence? I don't believe so, actually. I think that she's also kind of equally insane. I think about it. Now she's off her meds or whatever. I don't know what's going on. I don't care. She's with another unreputable imbecile. I don't know or care. I don't care. Riley himself, also an unreputable human being. You're starting to sense a pattern here. Well, if you know anything about Dick Masterson, you know that he's an unsavory piece of fucking shit. And I don't care what anyone says about that. It's just the truth.
So when she was calling a wizard pathetic in private, that never happened, right?
Again, that has like nothing to do. I guess if you're trying to paint a picture of a pattern here, okay. And everyone gossips and talks shit. I mean, I'm pretty sure people have called you a piece of shit behind your back, Tony. I mean, granted, I've done it in public at least 1,000 times, and I'm still doing it now. But it is what it is, bro. I don't understand like the logic here. I'm failing to understand a lot of logic when I'm reading this. This is bad. This is really dumb. Regardless, this is really dumb because people told you this is going to probably result badly for you and you still didn't listen. And now we're doing this. And again, you spurned it on. You went out and called her out as a piece of shit. And granted, you're probably right. You're not wrong. Everything you're saying here, you're probably right. You're not wrong on that. My problem is you should at least have the receipts ready if you're going to do something like this.
Oh no, I don't know anything about Wizard.
Skipping.
Like, there was you didn't mention Imprint once. It was all about Dalish.
Yep.
He said from starting with Cynic,
and that's the thing. Like that was what was spurring this on. Apparently, he went on an entire rant about Dalish, and then these things got magically leaked. Meaning she leaked them, and that was it. I mean, at the end of the day, do I think that what she did was wrong? Of course, she's a scumbag. There's not going to be there's no other way to put it. She's a complete, liar. But I don't know, man. Like, you did this to yourself here, and then when the heat came, you didn't come back with receipts, Tony? I don't know, bro. It's like you can't call someone else a piece of shit, but then not put the receipts out and be like, see, this is what happened. She's a liar, too. Granted, you'd still look bad, but yeah. I mean, again, I think the lesson here is stop going after chicks that like this, man. You see an OF attached to them, you're going to have to proceed with caution, unless it's like a special fucking, exception. There are special exceptions to that. There are women that have done OnlyFans that have done it because their boyfriend wanted them to. They're not really like that, and they're not working people. They just did it because they felt they had to. There's just different reasons. But for the most part, you should always proceed with caution on this. And you should know you got to know when you're being worked. And clearly you were getting worked the whole time, bro. We all knew that. Do I think that what she did was fucked up? Yeah, she's trash. I think she's an attention whore. But come on, man, you kind of made it easy.
That's how it all started. He was mad at me because of Wizard, so I explained why the Wizard thing was
a little bit, and then you didn't even mention Cynic or the guys, and you just dumped a whole shitload of emotional dump on the internet about fucking Dalish.
Yeah, I mean, again, don't you think you should have had some things to say there, bud?
Emotional dump.
Yeah.
What did I emotionally dump? Did she accuse me of sexually assaulting her?
Again, why did you not post receipts again if she's doing this? I'm trying to figure out why did you not just post the receipts? I don't know. He didn't post any receipts. He didn't decide to do anything with that. And as someone who's been through this, I would think the receipts is kind of what matters. Being lied about by a hoe. Again, I ain't going to lie to you. I completely can see why someone would be mad about that. I just don't understand the actions afterwards. I don't know. He didn't post any receipts to this or anything. He kind of just let her road rate him. Unless I'm wrong and someone could post me where he posted his response or anything. I don't know. But I'm sitting here being the only one actually raising questions here. But the other side, it seems a little fucked up. I'm just saying. Now, granted, I think a lot of people are going to take this at face value and go, fuck Tony anyways, because they just don't like him. Do I think that's fair? No. As much as someone who thinks Tony's a douchebag, I don't think it's fair to do that. It's fair to call out everyone involved, because everyone involved looks bad for this. Everyone. Including Tony. Especially Tony. But this just, again, proves this. To me, this is the lesson of, if you're involved with Dick Masterson, this shit happens all the time. There's nothing. It isn't even Dick's fault. I'm just gonna blame it on his the orbit of Dick, because he's such a piece of shit. Dax Herrera is such a piece of shit that somehow this shit happens magically. God, I hate that guy, man. I don't care. If you are a decent person, you should hate Dick Masterson.
Nothing.
I mean, that's a rhetorical question. We all watched what you said. Yeah, you were talking about.
I don't know if everyone watched.
Well, I'm sure your audience watched your stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, any other questions, concerns?
I mean,
I don't think so. If I think of anything else, maybe I'll pop in.
I mean, I don't know, dude.
Again, I just questioned that if someone who's saying that they lied to me for months, was manipulating me, was just being the OnlyFans girl, You don't think that she doesn't have the capacity to lie to the rest of you guys?
Okay, but you're not.
Well, we're not paying her.
I mean, here's the thing, homie. We're not the ones. It's called the burden of proof, man. You have the burden of showing that the proof of her lying. We're not supposed to go, wow, clearly because she's an OnlyFans girl, she's a liar. Dude, just post your receipts. It's not hard, man. Again, maybe he did and I didn't see it. I will be wrong about it. I didn't look too hard into this. But usually the receipts are right there if you just look at a glance. And you didn't. The fact is I had to ask people around saying, does he have receipts, right? And I'm like, and they're like, yeah. I'm like, he should post them. And you still didn't? It's like, come on, dude. What do you think was going to happen? That's the burden of proof, man. It's not my job to assume anything. You're lucky that I'm one of the only ones assuming that she's trash, bro. And I don't even know this chick. But I automatically tell you that this chick is probably a liar because she just seems like the type to do some shit like this because of who she's around and how she acts. And her friends are literal trash. I mean, just to be honest.
So she only lies when she gets paid.
That's what she gets paid for.
So she doesn't lie. So she never lies if she's not getting paid.
I think the wires are crossed here. She is paid to throw affection. If you're paying her, then she's going to be a fake affectionate to you. Again, this is the South Park episode all over again with Butters and the fucking raisins chick. That's all this is. Yes.
I mean, maybe. I don't know her as a person that way, but I do know strippers. I've worked in go-go bars like numerous times.
That's
I
a
know
nice
the
flex.
grift. So you know that she's mad at me. Do women who get mad at people, do they lie about those person? Are they usually just, honest?
I don't know.
Again, all this could be like literally basically validated if you were to post receipts, sweetheart. So whose fault is that?
Let me think. So if she's a stripper and she's grifting and she's lying,
I didn't think she was
manipulated you. Hold on. But I mean, you know that now, right?
That's the story now.
You know that like she was doing her job and you fell in and dumped a whole bunch of singles over her head, right? Like that's basically what happened.
I mean, that's what you're saying, but go ahead.
I mean, it's clear as day just by listening to how she talked in those messages.
Yeah, bro, I have to agree with him on this. Also, the fact that I saw the part where you paid her like some cash, like I saw that. It does lead me to believe that you were worked, and I think everyone kind of knows you were worked, and you're not willing to accept it because you want to believe. Again, this is the part that again it just scares me. You want to believe that she actually cared about you. She really didn't because she's a piece of shit. She's scum. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Have you ever been to a strip club before?
Never believe the stripper, bro. Never believe the stripper.
No, I don't frequent strip clubs.
Not even once.
Nope.
Well, Tony, you might want to start going.
Sometimes you need to learn these things in life so you don't get taken to...
No, he's right. I gotta agree with him on this. You might want to start learning. You might want to start learning. I remember we talked to Dark Griff Comics, me, Chris, and Mac back in the day about fucking Comicsgate weird shit because we were shitting on Comicsgate. Oh, those are fun times. And I remember the day that fucking we were talking, and we just brought up what War Campaign did with Anna in the Ashes picture. Oh, it was disgusting. And we were all just like, "What the fuck, bro?" And yeah, what a good time. I haven't talked. It was in like 4 or 5 years we talked to Dark Gift Comics. Shit was a fun time, bro. Not for Anna, apparently. That shit was fucked up and disgusting. We condemned it, obviously. Because even though much as assholes we can be, we're not that. We ain't monsters, bro. What the fuck? That was out of pocket, bro. That was so out of pocket. Testify over here. That was Testify who did that shit, right?
Advantage of it. I mean, you got played by the oldest game in the book.
I have to agree.
I got played by the oldest game in the book.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You clearly did, son.
So that makes me the victim?
It makes you an idiot, dude. It makes you a simp, Tony. Yes, it makes you the victim of being a dumbass. Yes, Tony. Yes, it makes you a dumbass. It means you got played and you acted weird. You were Butters in that episode of South Park going after the raisins girl. Dude, I'm not even lying to you. Raisins, hey. That's what you got played with. Yes, you fell in love with a stripper, homie. Yes, Tony, you fell in love with the stripper. Yes, you're the victim of being an idiot. And that's why everyone's making fun of you, Tony. God, that's what they're laughing at you for. The creep shit, that makes her scum. But the rest of it, that makes you an idiot. Are we good here? Oh my God, what a dumbass.
It makes you a sucker.
Yes.
But am I the bad guy?
Yes.
Well, you were kind of creeping.
Yeah, you're the bad guy, bro. You're a lesson. You're a literal cautionary tale of what never to do with a hoe. As it makes you the bad guy. Is your point, Tony, that you're not a creep? Sure. Are you an idiot? Yes. Are you a dumb fuck? Yes. Are you a simp ass sucker? Yes. Are you the type of motherfucker to believe your girl after she cheated on you that she's not gonna cheat on you again, that you would trust her? Yes, nigga. Yes. All of that. It makes you a mark, Tony. Tony, you're the quartering. Holy shit, you're the quartering, brother.
And I mean, there was plenty of times where she probably cut that off and said, yo, no. And you kept saying, well, who do you like better? I want to be your favorite. Sending memes talking about how like you want to fuck, but you're too shy. So you're just going to drop the.
Okay, I think I'm good. Okay, if I want to add that context though. But yeah, Tony's not a creep. He's a dumbass. There's a difference. But yeah, I'm done. I can't watch any more of this shit. It's just so frustrating with him. It's just like, are you not registering the problem here, Tony? I hope he does, for his sake.